I got a question, Wack, real quick.
What's up, Rick?
You know, and I ain't trying to be messy, man, and you probably didn't answer this a million times, bro, but why did you and Big U even fall out? What was the whole fallout even about?
You know what? I've never answered that question.
Great question, Rick.
I've never answered that question.
Let me
Nobody,
know
even though
something,
I
huh?
said we ain't talking 15 to 18 months, I've never answered that question. And I'm going to be real. That's not a question that I want to answer, but I'm going to answer it. Not that it's any discredit on my side, but I was violated in a way that got me emotional. And as men, we know when we get emotional about things, we don't like to talk about it. So I'm gonna tell you why we fell out. Here's a dude that I put many plays in front of him, helped him make money, helped him do a lot of things.
Okay.
Right. So I get a call about 18 months, 2 years ago from my label, E1. E1 tells me, hey, Wack, we want to tell you something. We don't want to tell you, but we got to tell you. But Big U just left our office in New York. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thinking maybe he went to try to get a deal or something.
I
All
was just gonna
right.
say, why would he be there? Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Hold on. And he said, well, let us tell you what went on. Last week, he called and said Suge wanted him to come in for a meeting. And Suge was going to be on the phone. So we thought maybe Suge was, you know, trying to get something done. So we set the meeting. Okay. He gets in the meeting, Suge on the phone. Suge says, we want you to give your contracts that you have with Wack to Big U. Big U is the only dude that he's scared of in LA. I said, what did y'all say? We told them Wack is not only our business partner, but he is our friend, and that will never happen. And I gotta ask you to leave my office.
So that's some hell of an insight, right? And certain type of people, right, are opportunists, man, and they will step on whoever they need to step on in order to get to the top, right? Wack 100 saying that Big U tried to go to E1, press a line, in cahoots with Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying? And plans to overthrow him. And that's a trip because if we think about the whole checking in podcast and this, that, and the third, you see, Hassan was trying to point out the fact that, with the whole checking in podcast, what it is some type of extortion, right? This is his way of showing who he got in his pocket and this, that, and the third, right? I didn't see it like that, man. I seen it as, a lot of people may have respect for him because of the work he did with Nipsey and because of other things and this, that, and the third. But
So they tell me this. I wait a week. I don't say nothing. Call Big U. Hey, homie, you went to the office over there and said this nigga that I'm scared of you, nigga. Whatever you ever, fuck you. Nah, Wack. That ain't how I went. Nah, that's how I went. He said Suge said that. I said, but look, nigga, you still ain't told me that happened. It been 7 days I've been sitting on it. You went to my place of business. It's obviously you and Suge had this mapped out. Whoever he think he is, he ain't no fucking body. No, he ain't got no weight in there. You in the PC yard in the penitentiary. You really fucking went to New York and walked in my office a nigga who didn't put his life on the line, who didn't looked out for you, who didn't help you maintain and sustain, and tried to do that. So let me ask you something, Big. You would if they had went for it then? Well, you'd have told me then. I said it
Man,
from that day forward, nigga. We ain't got nothing to holler about. You stay on your side, I'm gonna stay on mine, nigga. Anything outside of that, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's why I don't fuck with Big U.
Wow.
That's why I told Hassan he was a
wow.
snake.
That's
This is why I'm gonna be
some
real,
snake
Wow.
Hassan.
shit.
I'm gonna be
Save his
real,
face for the
Hassan.
nigga too though.
I'm
Wow.
Like,
glad you. I'm
he said, that's why I don't mess with Big U. That's why I said he was a snake. You understand me? But what's crazy? Now we do get some clarity and some insight about why he was saying what he was saying on the phone call, right? And it sounds justifiable, man. If a nigga trying to step on your toes and overwrite you, you know what I'm saying, and get you out the way as far as business goes, so he don't got to deal with you, and you know what I'm saying. That's that boy. You know, that type of, that's why I ain't gonna lie, man. That's why I ain't gonna, I'd say so much that every man is his own king of his castle. You know what I'm saying? And it can't be two kings in the castle. You know what I mean? So niggas can do business in this, that, and the third, but you better make sure you doing business with a real king, because if not, guess what, nigga is trying to poison you.
Glad you released it, cause I wouldn't have never said it.
Wow.
That's
So
crazy.
everything
He
with
tried to
Keita
do the
makes
OG
sense
mob
Hey,
takeover
you
perfectly.
Can
today.
heard it first.
can I
You
ask
heard
you
it
something,
first
what?
here and 100
There
in.
it go, my nigga.
Hey, what?
And if he
God
play with
damn.
me, I'll bring my business execs on his platform.
When
God
that
damn.
Wow.
Damn,
Yeah,
when
that's another
hey,
shit.
what? Can I ask you a question?
It's a dog eat dog world out here.
yeah.
And
When that happened, was like, cause I was recently watching that the shit y'all did with Nick Cannon. Was there tension
Nah,
then, or that
that shit was
literally
already
after?
happened. It happened after that. See, Nick
Uh,
Cannon had been had that he had been had that shit. He just put it out when he put it out. You know what I'm saying? So it
hmm
had happened after all that. That's why, end of the day,
So there
I meant
wasn't no tension there, and y'all was faking
nah,
it.
I meant what I said about how when I told our son, dude, the biggest snake in the world, that's what I was talking about. My nigga, hold on, bro. Nigga, what to hold up, nigga, for real? The fuck?
after the gang tours with Nipsey and all that,
Man, that nigga was ran. He ran it. I remember he went on one rant about niggas wasn't helping him with his artists. I said, hey, bro, they take money to push artists. Nigga can't just do it for you. We didn't help you make money. You want to push them, you can use the resources, but all this shit you own, you know what I mean? That ain't nigga don't just don't happen for anybody, my nigga. So, I don't know, niggas, maybe I didn't see it. It made me check myself, reevaluate myself. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
Really look at what it is,
That's
but
Uh,
that's what
crazy.
hey,
happened.
hey,
Keita's
And as a
mom's
touche,
in
man,
bro.
as a
Touche,
man,
bro.
Keita's mom's
as a
in
man,
the
I'm gonna say, as a man, she can pull her up.
Okay, so like I said, man, we got some insight into why Wack 100 have his gripes with Big U, right? And if that's what happened, that's some cold activity. You know what I mean? For you to try to overthrow a nigga. You know what I mean? It's just a cold game, man. Wack say, nigga, Big U tried to overthrow him, and that's the root of their problems. You know what I'm saying? And it's a cold game, right? I was listening to Clubhouse last night, man. They had Big Eunice on there again, and she was like, she done got into it with Wack again. I guess it got violent, man. It got a little violent. I ain't gonna say what, you know what I mean, what was all said. But she say, she get into it with Wag, and then she goes into describe like how it's so many people that got gripes with Wack 100 at this point in time that if something was to happen to him, niggas wouldn't know where it came from, right? And then she was just explaining like the setup of his studio and this, that, and the third, and how he's definitely on his toes. He not going out head on a swivel. Say keep ham sandwich on him. She say if you get buzzed into the studio, you not getting, you know what I'm saying? You not leaving unless he buzz you out, which is smart, you know what I'm saying? Because a nigga try to run in there, do that, and get up out of there, you know what I'm saying? So ain't no trickery going on. Wack 100 is, from a security standpoint, he definitely taking all the precautions, man, and all the measures he need to take. That's a trip. Uh, shit, man. Like, at least we got some insight about why he, feel the way he feel about Big U. We still don't kind of understand where the Nipsey gripes come from, but shit, it is what it is, right? On another note, right, we got Keefe D. You know what I'm saying? Remember yesterday we was talking about Keefe D, and Keefe D was upset. I forgot what he was upset about the video.
So Reggie Wright Jr. he did an interview and he said that you're gonna be getting arrested soon for Tupac's murder. Is that true?
Not that I know of, unless he's the U.S. fucking attorney or something. I don't know. They do that obsessed with me. What the fuck?
Come to find out, he has lawyered up because, it is some truth to what they've been saying, right? Come to find out, listen, man, they say Keefe D. All right, so what had happened was, right, Keefe D, remember we all seen the tape where Keefe D was explaining what happened with the murder and the shooting that night in Vegas, right, with Tupac and this, that, and the third. Well, that original, in that tape we seen, he had what they had offered him was a proffer agreement, right? So what that is anything he say can't be used against him as far as incrimination, right? For in that conversation. But what he been doing is going to interviews and having these interviews with people like Vlad and Cam Capone and whoever he been having interviews with, right? And he been saying, explaining the story. So what they saying is, yeah, we can't use this against you when we was talking, but we can use any other conversation that you've been having with other people against you. You know what I mean? Because we didn't offer you immunity. We offered you a proffer agreement. And it's a difference. So they saying Keefe D is in hot water. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because guess what? They trying to say that Mob James is what they're saying is they can use everybody's interview, right? And use that as evidence against Keefe D. So if somebody say they may have seen Keefe D in a white Cadillac that night, right? The night of the murder at 662, what that's going to do is corroborate Keefe D's story. You know what I'm saying? And make it easy for him to be prosecuted, right? It's a trip, man, because they trying to say these interviews is getting him in hot water, and he has lawyered up, man. Like I said, he got a lawyer. So, yeah, man. And you could tell when Art of Dialogue, right, brought it up to him in an interview, that just brought down his whole day. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. Like, why are you going to do this right now? You know what I'm saying? Why are you going to bring this up today? You know what I'm saying? And then he flashed on Reggie after that because they saying the news came from Reggie. And Reggie was, I watched his interview and this, that, and the third, and he was saying it's very much true. You know what I'm saying? It's a cold game. Reggie say, that was a checkmate. You know what I'm saying? Him releasing the information about Keefe D being under investigation further was like a checkmate to Keefe D throwing all the fat jokes and insulting his wife and saying whatever he's saying about his family. He like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? And Reggie Wright went on to say that he don't mind seeing Keefe D go to jail forever. So Reggie is a cold nigga a little bit, you know what I'm saying, me. But yeah, man, y'all niggas just let me know what y'all think about Keefe D possibly going back to jail. Wack100 giving us some insight as to why he not feeling Big U as of recently. You know what I mean? It's crazy because it's deeper than we think, right? We keep getting more and more. And Wack wasn't trying to bring it to the light. Crazy because they kept asking him, like, what's up with you and Big U? People was noticing they wasn't around each other. So people was asking him, but he wasn't trying to really bring it to the light. But when the recording dropped, now he's standing on everything in the recording and then he's dropping more information to give us. You know what I'm saying? It's a trip, man. Nigga Wack crazy. Wack1 done it all. Yeah, mention Pyro, then acknowledge me. Yeah. But yeah, y'all niggas let me know what y'all think down below, man. It's got say yo, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that